Hello, and welcome to this edition of Carolina Insider here at the Kennedy Greenhouse Studio. I'm Shannon Murphy. Our lead story today, following nationwide controversy around law school admission policies, the University of South Carolina School of Law received a grant to research law school admissions. Here's Abby McDowell to explain. Abby?
That's right, Shannon. The law school received $115,000 from Access Group Center for Research and Policy Analysis. USC was one out of 3 recipients chosen for this grant nationwide. And with this funding, USC will now be able to examine racial factors with admission policies to get into law schools across America. Their goal is to determine whether non-race factors such as an applicant's family background or religion help ensure racial diversity. And if those non-race factors do correlate, then admission officers would potentially ask applicants about those factors rather than asking about their race directly. Professor Ebony Nelson, who supports this project, says, "We want to inform law schools and policymakers on potential other factors that can be looked at." This grant was established following the Fisher versus Texas case that questioned the role race plays in admission policies. That case is currently before the U.S. Supreme Court. Back to you, Shannon, in the studio.
In more law school news, construction is back on track after being threatened by the October flood. The $80 million structure suffered from flooding when the heavy rains hit the capital city last fall. Construction workers used pumps to get the water out of the levels. Luckily, there was no structural damage and work resumed on the building shortly after. Law school faculty and staff are excited for the new possibilities that the building will bring.
Not only will we be able to completely change around how classrooms are working so that they can go from large auditoriums to small groups, but the technology that we will have will be state-of-the-art.
The new building will have over 185,000 square feet and is inspired by the 19th century South Carolina architect Robert Mills. It is set to open in the spring of 2017. If you're interested in teaching, you might be able to graduate college debt-free. According to the Associated Press, Governor Nikki Haley has proposed a revision for the state's current teacher loan forgiveness program. Under the new proposal, the state will forgive up to $30,000 in student loans if education majors teach in the most at-need school districts in the state for 8 years. This is an increase from the current program that only forgives up to $20,000 of student loans. The state is considering this incentive to reduce the teacher shortage in rural districts. One USC student is taking a stand for his religious views in a unique way. Nicole Butler has the story in this week's Cocky Spotlight.
Finding any open room available, these 3 college students grab any chance they can get to rehearse. Tonight, it's in the Marriott Ballroom downtown. The band Breakhaven is trying to break into a new genre of music. Hicklin Jeremiah calls it grap soul,
which stands for gospel rap soul. So if you listen to the music, you'll see how it has an R&B style feel to it, but also has a rap element in it.
He may be a rapper with dreads and chains, but his band's mission is not what you might expect.
BRAEK, the AE stands for all evil because it's our mission to break all evil to reach that safe haven, which is heaven.
According to Billboard magazine, Christian rap has grown rapidly in the past decade. While mainstream rap is often criticized for glorifying materialism and misogyny, Christian rap tends to emphasize community and upbeat values.
Got my guests in the building.
Breakhaven is talking up those values on radio stations as part of their recent tour. At Charlotte's 104 Power Radio, DJ Cash merely thinks the band's sound is different from anything else you'll hear on the radio today.
I think what sets them apart is the fact that they are trendsetters. Humility goes a long way. Personality goes a long way. These guys have good personalities, good vibes. They just have, a good story and all of that. So it's just like, it makes you want to listen to the music.
Kids, you know what? Be yourself. Be the person that your mother wants you to be.
Recently, Breakhaven's been performing their latest single in various venues around the Southeast. But here tonight at Back to Black, local fans will get to hear what they're really all about. The fans we talked to say how they like the new sound speaks to a younger generation. And that's just what the band wants to hear. Nicole Butler, Carolina Insider.
Thanks, Nicole. If you're looking for something to do this weekend, there's plenty to choose from. It's opening weekend for Columbia Fireflies, They'll play their first home games of the season against Greenville. The USC softball team has a series against Mississippi with games Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday night, USC Dance Company is presenting the 11th annual Ballet Stars of New York Gala performance. The 10th annual Haynes Bluegrass Festival is Saturday in Leesville Park. And if you want to feel like a kid again, Disney on Ice Frozen will have shows at the Colonial Life Arena through Sunday. That's it for this edition of Carolina Insider, a production of USC's journalism program. See you back here next time in the Kennedy Greenhouse studio.